Welcome back to the Curt Mallory Show, delivered to you by Dorsa Automotive. I'm Rick Martin alongside the head coach, Coach Mallory, of your Indiana State Sycamore football squad. And, Coach, when you think back to homecoming, it was an awesome afternoon from a standpoint of fans coming out and supporting the program. It's been that way all year long. I know you wanted to get an end result at the end of the day, but what do you think the biggest takeaway was from Saturday against the Salukis?
Well, we started fast like we have the last 2 weeks. We just got to contain that. We got it within a touchdown with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and then got to take advantage of the turnovers that we had. We had 5 turnovers that we created, and we just got to do a better job creating that. And then penalties. We had way too many penalties. It's really been the first week where we came out and felt like energy's good, effort's been good.
Number 6, Lamont Booker switches.
But it's coming.
You mentioned the penalties. Is that any cause of concern for you guys as a staff when you were able to watch the film and notice, or is it just hopefully as you move forward that was just kind of one blimp on a radar that's been filled with really no blimps at all in that category?
They definitely could be prevented. There was a chop block. A young man probably just let his aggression get carried away a little bit. And then we had an offside penalty. Pass interferences happen, and that's part of it. You can get your hands off, but you get tangled up a little bit. That's part of football. But the jumping off sides, we got to get cleaned up, which there's no doubt we'll get that cleaned up.
I know it's always a popular cliche to use, but the next man up philosophy. Anthony Tucker was one of those guys that you threw in there in more of a role against South Dakota. Had a hard day at the office. Comes back for you last weekend. Really had a phenomenal day. Of course, 2 interceptions. I think he's the first Sycamore in about 3 years to have 2 interceptions in a game. What did you know that when you see him practice, you knew the capability he had, and then being able to see it finally translate on a Saturday at home on homecoming for Anthony Tucker?
He's gotten some experience this year, but what he's getting now is really paying off. He's going to continue to grow. He's made some good plays. He's made some plays that have gone the other way. But how he's responded is always a key to the success and the future of players at any position, but let alone at corner. But you've seen him grow the last few weeks, and you're seeing him improving. He's a guy that you hear that term length. He's got great length. But his technique is coming, and he's really improved in that aspect.
Right around the corner is the Missouri State Bears this weekend in Springfield, Missouri. We preview that matchup with Coach right after this.
Check out all the options you have at Dorsa Mitsubishi during Mitsubishi's 100th anniversary event. Whether it's a car or an SUV, we've got you covered on all the Mitsubishis. So come on in, see how we're building loyalty through excellence at Dorsa Mitsubishi, US 41 South Terre Haute, dorsamitsubishi.com.
Welcome back to the Curt Mallory Show, delivered to you by Dorsa Automotive. Let's look ahead, Coach, to this weekend against the Missouri State Bears. It's a team that's also winless in the Missouri Valley Football Conference, but like us, they've had some really high moments this year of being able to get in a shootout with Missouri in week 1, even though it didn't end in the way it wanted to. They were able to beat Murray State for their lone win this year. Malik Earl's been a big part of that offense, and he hurt the Sycamores a year ago with a 100-plus yard day. What is it, though, just about him where it seems like no matter the week, whether it's a school record, 14 receptions against Western Illinois 2 weeks ago, or last week against South Dakota State, he's always a guy that's just going to be tough to guard.
Mm-hmm. Well, he goes in and gets the ball, and he's got great, body presence. I mean, he can muscle his way around, and he goes up and gets it in a lot of different ways. But he's a big physical presence, and they're going to get him the ball. There's no doubt about it, and we got to do a good job of containing him.
Being able to contain on special teams, too. Deion Holloman is another weapon that they have from a punt return and kickoff return standpoint. What about him makes him so dynamic on special teams, and why he's been a guy that you've even mentioned to me that Coach Abrams has noticed what he's been able to do all year?
We've had crossover games throughout the season, so we've seen him all year. I wasn't looking forward to this day when we're going to play against him because I've seen him have some big plays. But, much like Earl, we got to do a great job containing him. Although it looks at times that when you're containing Earl out there as a wide receiver and that we got to do great pressure on the quarterback and do a great job covering him. But when we're down there, covering kicks, we got to get all 11 guys keeping him corralled.
I asked you this earlier in the week, and it's been kind of when you look at both these teams, the area of most struggle has been in the second half. Specifically for the Sycamores, what do you think it will take this weekend in Springfield, Coach, to have a strong second half that can hopefully push you over the edge and get the first win of the year?
Well, I think, defensively it's to eliminate big plays, make them earn it. And we were able to do that at times on Saturday, and when you make them earn it, and then we got some turnovers in the red zone. They may have some big plays, but those big plays not go for touchdowns. Give us a place to stand. And then offensively, you said it, consistency. We've started fast, but keep the engine running and really be consistent throughout where we can get points on the board.
Coach, we appreciate the time and good luck this weekend in Springfield.
All right, thank you.
Once again, that was head coach Curt Mallory. For more on Sycamore football, you're in the right place. That's right here at GoSycamores.com.